Hello.
There we go. Hello, internet.
Alright, I'm going to the thing.
I got distracted, so I didn't do any Guilty Gear before this, but here we are.
Do you feel guilty?
No.
Years?
Maybe?
If I remember correctly, this starts with like a whole little recap of what just
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
We'll probably get a
Oh,
recap.
good.
Yeah.
I saw you first this time, Jordan. So you got the.
There we go.
Dang.
Uh-oh.
The memory of a traumatic moment.
I think that's Sean speaking?
Yes, I have a feeling this is probably. Oh God. Oh.
It's Gina.
Bum, bum, bum.
And surprise, surprise, the owner of the pawn shop does not have a bullet hole in his head, but in his back.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Good day.
Just as a Sholmes update, after you left, it was brought up that we were having like dinner with Iris and Sholmes, and apparently Sholmes pawned off the new manuscript for Iris's book.
Oh.
And Susanto said the name. Oh yeah, the Hound of Baskervilles, and immediately Sholmes gave her the angriest look he's ever had.
Oh.
Because she did
wasn't
not
supposed
know
to know
that.
Yeah, she
Right.
wasn't.
Nobody
Oh.
should know that except
Yep.
Iris and Sholmes.
Oh, that's interesting. Ooh.
And that's why he's like, go to the storeroom, because that's where the thing is hidden. Apparently, and according to Iris, Sholmes told her not to release this manuscript because there is something in it, and he can't explain what it is.
Yep.
Oh, this is.
It's a mystery.
She was not allowed to publish it by Sholmes.
There's some, and it looks like somebody probably stole it,
Oh.
if I had to guess.
Oh,
Quite
dear.
possibly,
We
yeah.
haven't gotten to that part yet. But
I
we'll
mean,
see.
they could have just shot Mr. Windibank, blamed Gina, and not stolen it, but I don't think that's what happened.
This is
Yeah.
Ace Attorney. That's not what's going to be.
That just seems needlessly. There's no reason for it for doing that.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know
It's
that
all
you
right, guys. The pawnbrokery is safe as a vault.
safe as a
Clearly.
phone.
There will not
Clearly.
go anywhere.
Just letting you know you missed really serious out of character Herlock.
Ah, I see.
He was pretty serious.
Interesting. Damn, I missed that part.
You missed
You'll
dramatic.
get chances. You'll get
Oh, dear.
you'll get your chances. It's not the last time.
Oh yeah, how much you want to bet that Sholmes didn't actually get shot that badly, but he's being dramatic about it?
I mean, clearly he's not gonna die from this.
Oh, my
He's on the
word.
cover for the second game.
That's true.
I think I may. I see the light.
He might need to go. He might need to be like out of action for a bit. I don't know, but.
We can find out if we click A.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. From that moment, the next pawnbrokery became a crime scene. Everything that followed happened in a whirlwind of activity. The arrival of the police, the preliminary investigation of the scene, and the questioning. It was just before dawn before I was allowed to go back to my lodgings at 21 Baker Street. I'm warming up.
221B Baker.
It was a long day at work.
Oh my goodness.
Naruhodo's legal consultancy. In the attic.
Yep.
Oh, Iris.
A telegram came, but all it said was, "Wait at home."
Oh, yes, we asked one of the policemen to have it sent. It was simply impossible to come back.
When I woke up, I was all alone. Hurley and Ginny were gone. Everyone was gone.
What is a tearful Patrick Warburton actually sound like?
I'm sure there's some
Dug your
scenes
grave.
with Kronk.
Now lay in it.
What happened, Runo?
Poor Iris. She's trembling. She's obviously trying very hard to not let herself get too worried. I'll explain everything that I know.
Something awful has happened, hasn't it?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
I am dead.
Tell the child her dad got shot.
Didn't happen the first time, apparently, so...
I'm sorry to tell you this,
I
Iris,
suppose you could say that.
but Mr. Windibank is dead. He was shot. No, he didn't do it. We
Oh my
discovered it
God.
in the early hours of the morning.
I don't believe it. Yes, I had a feeling.
You did?
When I saw all of those police carriages pulling up outside his shop. So I knew something must have happened there.
When we entered Windibanks in the small hours, we disturbed a gang of 2 thugs.
A whole gang of 2 thugs.
An
very
absolute
loose
embarrassment
game,
of
sorry.
2 men.
Could have just said a pair of thugs.
Yeah.
They ran out onto the street and I chased after them, but they got away.
So, one of them who shot old Mr. Windbank, I suppose.
I don't know, but that's not what the police believe at the moment.
Oh? Why not? Did he shoot himself?
They've arrested someone else as their prime suspect, you see. Mr. Windibank himself, Gina.
Ginny! But why?
Well, the thing is...
No, Ginny wouldn't do something like that.
I know. None of us think she did it.
Then why have they arrested her?
I'm sorry. There was nothing I could do.
What about Susato and her Susato takedown?
Yeah, what do you want to know about first?
Well, I could follow the flow of the actual conversation. Actually, let's just do this. Because that makes
May
sense.
as well. It works.
I don't understand why they arrested Ginny. It's not fair. What about the 2 thugs that were at the scene? Why are they the prime suspects? After all, they shot Hurley dead, didn't they? He's definitely dead, right?
Oh, I am a
No, I mean,
ghost!
Mr. Sholmes isn't dead, Iris.
Damn it, I mean... this is all so horrible.
Are you looking for an excuse to go shoot people?
Oh, he's dead. I need to avenge him.
The thing is, Mr. Windibank was found on the floor of the storeroom where he keeps all his deposited articles. And the storeroom door was locked from the inside.
I see.
But he wasn't alone in there. Gina was found next to him on the floor as well.
Oh no.
And according to the detectives who investigated afterwards,
Don't tell me. There was no one else in the room?
yes, exactly. How did you know?
It's the only explanation.
Yes, the only explanation indeed.
What do you mean by that, Runo? Well,
What can I say? I'm damned if I agree, I'm damned if I don't. Let's see how Sholmes is doing.
he's dead, isn't he? So where's Hurley then? Is he still there investigating the scene as a ghost? Really ought to have some breakfast. It's not good for him to miss meals.
I think we were supposed
Ghost,
to have done this first.
toast!
But it auto-selected.
It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay.
Everybody missed my
You
ghost
can
He
toast
has
just
joke.
watch it in any order.
Wait, what did you say?
Everybody missed my ghost toast joke.
Ghost.
Ghost toast.
Yeah.
Want you to worry, Iris, but I have some news about Mr. Sholmes. He was taken to the hospital this morning.
What?
All right, don't freak out. Be cool. Be cool.
He's dead?
When we entered Mr. Windibank's, a gun was fired, and he took a bullet.
Like he stole it out of the chamber?
No, he took it in his chest.
Hurley was shot? No. No.
It's all right. His life isn't in danger.
He's
Because
dead.
it's already over.
Are you sure? Where is he? Which hospital?
He's at St. Sinners. Jesus.
Oh, he's dead for sure.
I
You're giving me
always
his
knew
last rites there.
this thing was going to come.
The names are gray for the hospitals.
I must see him at once.
I'm sorry, Iris, but you can't.
Why not? That's not fair. I'm a family member. I think I should be allowed.
No, I mean, nobody can see him at the moment.
He's a ghost. He's invisible.
He's not allowed any visitors. They're preparing to operate, you see.
To operate? Oh, poor Hurley.
You got shot good.
It was the two thugs who were in Mr. Windibank's shop. A gang, you see. They shot Mr. Sholmes when we disturbed them, you see. I think it was gang related.
You see.
Gang violence, the worst kind of violence, apparently.
It was pitch black inside the shop at the time, you see.
He was gonna keep saying you see.
My mind would
Fucking
totally blank, I'm
Naruto.
afraid. I just froze.
I see.
See. No, right, and after them. Oh, go. I believe there's metal in my lungs.
After that, I ran out into the street, but, well, they were long gone. I shouldn't have hesitated. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. I let them get away.
I think that's a very good thing.
Sorry?
Well, if you'd seen which way they went and chased after them,
Yeah, they probably have shot you too.
you might have been
Yeah.
shot as well, Runo.
Exactly.
Revolvers, you see, have many rounds in their chamber.
On top of everything else, I couldn't bear that.
No, Iris.
Where's Susie, Runo? Did she get shot as well?
Everybody
She's
dead.
still at the police station, so there's a non-zero chance.
Oh? Why?
I expect she's still being questioned. Police said they wouldn't be finished for a while.
Why aren't you there then? I was just about to ask that myself.
Well, I didn't get a good look at the criminals anyway, so they weren't questioning me for long. All I did was run badly.
All I did was run and trip and scrape my face on the pavement.
And then I cried for a long time.
The Family Guy just like scraped a knee scene.
Yeah.
And Miss Usato stayed behind the scene to tend to Mr. Sholmes, so they didn't get started until later.
Ah, I see. Oh, excuse me, sorry.
Iris, are you paying attention?
Yes, yes. Absolutely.
Besides,
Oh my head.
one of us had to come back to be with Iris. I'm glad Inspector Gregson agreed to me leaving early.
You should have let me know. I would have come to the station.
I'm afraid I'll need to go out again now, Iris.
Exquisite.
There's not much. What? Sorry, what?
I don't know, John just typed exquisite in the chat.
But then you
All
said
right.
it in the Patrick Warburton.
Yes. I should probably have the streams up so I too can see chat.
Iris, your second dad died on our watch.
Yep.
Iris, you're gonna need more dads at this rate.
Wait, what do you mean my second dad died? What happened to the first one?
Whoops.
He's gone to a farm upstate in Japan.
Upstate Japan, Hokkaido or some shit.
Yeah.
There's not much I can do at the moment. But I can at least try to find out how Mr. Sholmes and Gina are getting on.
Oh, sorry. That was... I want to go too. Take me with you, Bruno. Can't stand just sitting around here waiting.
I'm not sure how I feel about taking a 10-year-old child to the scene of a murder. I feel like my great-great-grandson will have a similar predicament.
Yeah, no kidding.
And he'll be much less concerned about it.
Damn liberals.
We took an 8-year-old to see a lot of corpses.
Yep.
Yes, since I was only 16, sure, murders all the time.
Indeed.
But I don't want to leave her all alone here either. Straight up, that is a thing with Maya Fey. She gets a bit of a warped perception of the world where she thinks getting kidnapped isn't that weird.
Oh, God.
A little bit.
That's terrible.
Alrighty then. Like, she's been to the detention center like 4 separate times.
Oof.
Pretty often, yeah.
Alrighty then, Iris. Perhaps you can help me?
Oh, yes. I'd love to.
Gina's at the prison. Mr. Sholmes is probably in his hospital bed.
And don't forget we have to visit the crime scene. Need to conduct a thorough investigation.
Ah, I can see you're ready for action. I imagine Iris would appreciate going to the hospital sooner rather than later.
Alright, pass
Introduced being your
on.
secondary assistant in this game.
She has little comments about everything.
Yeah.
Yep. They always do. Well, where do you want to go first?
Centers.
Hospital seen better days.
Look at the walls.
This mattress is paper thin.
Hurley! Oh,
Uh-oh.
it says he's dead. He's not here.
Signed,
I'm
I'm dead, signed Herlock.
dead.
That's strange. The nurse definitely said he was in the bed by the window, didn't she?
Well, there's 2 windows. Oh, I know what's probably happened. Hurley was being a big baby, and then the bullet wound wasn't that bad after all, so he's been sent home. We just missed him.
I'm not so sure about that, baby or not.
He's gonna be in a random place in the room again, isn't he?
There's no question that it was a fairly serious injury that Mr. Sholmes suffered.
Oh.
Hello, yeah.
Until we know.
Oh, just a random Bobby.
Generic cop!
I've already taken him, so... This water's off limits, no visiting. So what are you doing in here, eh?
Well, I'll have you know, we're Hurley's next of kin. Or I am, at least. Sort of.
Eh? Ah. Well, begging your pardon then, madam, sir.
Madam, sir.
A little lady and a
Ma'am,
curious
officer.
tasting gentleman. The great mystery solvers mysterious family, eh?
Sounds like you're about to, like, come at me with a fucking pitchfork.
I don't know why he was so sinister.
Away!
The
Away!
mustache.
If that's how you see us, I'm sure.
Where is he, Constable? Where is Hurley?
I believe he is currently in the operating theatre, ma'am. Undergoing an extensive operation.
Extensive?
Oh, exciting.
It's very expensive, yeah. It has been several hours since he went in.
Oh dear. Is he going to be alright?
Well, if I consult my medical degree, don't appear to be working, you see. The anesthetic, that is.
Yes, because he's an addict.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the opioid.
Because he laces his caramel with cocaine.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you see.
I have a report that the gentleman claims he may have had a little too much to drink last night. Coffee, that is.
Yes, that is 100% the case.
That's the stimulant of choice. I
Oh,
just-
also, I'm dying.
Yeah, he's definitely an uppers kind of guy.
Yep.
Anyway, I think it would be fair to assume that he won't be back here for several hours yet. I see. Thank you, Constable. Perhaps we should leave and come back later.
Oh, poor Hurley.
We'll probably investigate this room later, so let's go to prison.
Poor Jeannie, we have to help her.
Yep.
God, the medieval prison.
Yeah.
Straight up dungeon.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Gina?
Let her keep the gun?
Let her have
Oh,
the
my
gun.
God, keep having the freaking what now?
Oh, you still have the grenade launcher Hurley and I made.
Were you going to shoot the cops and
That-
try to escape?
Well,
that was the escape
It's only
plan.
smoke. Yeah.
I wish you wouldn't point it at me all the time, though.
Right.
What are you here for?
Ginny.
I have a feeling it's because of us that you ended up in trouble. So we were thinking we might be able to help you.
Well, you can't.
Sorry?
You heard. Get lost.
Don't be like that, Ginny. I know you didn't do it. You'd never shoot someone. At least not with a real bullet.
Right.
Just know you wouldn't.
You ever held a gun before, rookie?
You think you know me? Pull the other one.
You even know where the safety is. Oh.
You ain't got the first idea about the likes of me. I'm a thief, I pinch people's purses when they're walking down the street, that's how I get by. And, if I saw me a chance, I'd sneak into a pawn shop any day of the week. Just to see what I could lay my hands on. Get it? That's the kind of person I am.
But Ginny.
I'll be in court tomorrow, they said. Some cove come by and said he'd be my lawyer for me, or like, say it was my right or something. But I told him to get stuff. I don't need no lawyer, I don't need no one.
Uh-oh.
She couldn't be staring at me any more obviously if she tried. I love this framing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just glaring from just above the bar. Why are you being like this, Ginny? Breaks my heart.
Let me show you my armband.
Let me show you my armband.
Hey, I'm a lawyer.
You mean Kazuma's armband that you took?
Well, it's mine now. I've used it in more cases than he has.
Wait.
Wait,
at
that's
least in this
strange.
country.
Where's my armband gone?
Oh.
What's the problem? Something wrong? Don't suppose.
Oh shit.
Are you looking for this?
Yes, but how and when and how again?
Got a talent for it, haven't I? Diving.
I'm 6 feet away from you.
There's no water anywhere here.
It's bordering on black magic. And it makes what I was about to say about my armband seem a little dull.
So, what do you want to tell me about it then?
Well, it's usually on my arm.
Technically, this isn't mine. I tactically stole it from a dead man. I don't understand, Gina. Why did you send the public defender away?
He wanted me to sign some papers, representation papers or something like that. It's all gonna be rigged anyway, the whole trial. They'll pin me on it, cause they'll pin it on me because I'm a kid. And that's what grown-ups always do.
Why do you think that?
Because I'm not privileged like you. Because that's how it's always been for me, growing up in the back slums my whole life.
Basically
Yeah.
what she said.
I will say, Iris seems like she's very loaded.
Oh yeah.
That said, I don't know if she that's her own.
She has a
path
medical
making her
degree.
loaded.
That must have cost something.
Yeah.
For all I know, she's a business major and she's already made all her fortune herself.
If you do what the grown-ups tell you, it'll get your mates dragged off by the coppers or worse. I've had it happen to me before and all. Been sold out and nearly snaffled on the back of it.
Snaffled, huh? Sounds terrible.
I can't trust no one, that's the point. As soon as you do, you're gone to grass. Dead. Swimming with the fishes.
That really snaffles me. Gina, listen. If you in tomorrow's trial,
Forget it.
Ginny! Don't you trust Ryu?
Nah, I don't.
What the fuck?
Look, ask it nicely now. Just leave me alone.
will you tell us what happened, Gina? Last night at the pawnbrokers?
Pawnbrokers?
There's nothing to tell. I figured pay me, so I brought them to the place and started going through the storeroom. But the old bloke walked in on me, and you know the rest.
But why, Ginny? Why would you do that?
She
God,
was clearly going to try and prove herself right that Sherlock had actually gotten rid of the manuscript and it wasn't at the pawnbrokers.
she is approaching Edgeworth levels of I'm guilty, find me guilty,
Yeah.
I dare.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a little bit reminiscent of that time.
He is the only the only defendant who has been this obstinate, I think, in the whole series that they killed the person when they clearly didn't.
That's funny.
Yeah,
You know,
just
I-
wait for this chapter to play out.
Oh
I
boy.
feel like Gina's doing this though in the sense she really does believe it's all rigged, so she'd rather you guys not be involved
That's
and
basically
potentially
Yeah.
hurt your own reputations.
Yeah.
What
That's
reputations?
basically
No
what
one
she's
will
saying
hire
earlier.
me. I'm Japanese.
That's true. There is no reputation to lose.
Nope,
Oh,
nobody likes the weird Japanese lawyer. Anyway.
The place full of stuff I could sell for a shilling or two. Diamond ain't easy, you know, it's a lot of work, and half the time you don't even get nothing.
Is that really why you broke into the place?
What?
Are you sure the true reason wasn't something else?
Oh, give old rest. What would be the point anyway, eh? Nothing I could say would make a blind bit of difference.
Please tell us, Ginny. We'll believe you. Whatever it is.
Believe me, don't be daft. You can't believe nothing. Everyone lies all the time. And you know what? When it comes to liars, I'm the biggest of the lot. I've told some unforgivable lies. I have.
I don't believe it.
Like what I'm doing right now. Wait.
That's a paradox.
Well, remember when you first met her?
What do you mean by that? What unforgivable lies?
Let's talk about those.
Let's talk about these lies you say you tell.
What did you mean before, Gina, when you said you were the biggest liar of the lot? Why don't you tell us what these unforgivable lies you've told are? Maybe we can help. Just tell us the truth.
Sorry. We're out of time. They're gonna want to question me now.
God damn it! Ginny, please.
Oh, yeah. I want to give you this, something to remember me by. It's so dopey.
The real killer in the background.
It's a snowman.
Oh
the
my
whole
god,
time.
it all comes back to the snowman.
This snowman does keep coming up. A photographic print of a really adorable cat. I can market this.
And a snowman with the eyes of a killer.
I found it in one of the pockets of the coat. Ain't no point in me having it.
Wonder what a
If
little...
there's anything about pictures that I know is you want to flip them.
Yeah.
Yeah, did-
card.
Did you look at the back of it?
Also,
but
I don't actually own it
think
yet.
you haven't officially gotten it yet.
Wonder what a
It's
little
also
photograph like that
color
was doing
too,
in
which is
a pocket of that overcoat. Oh yeah, wait. Well, the other photographs have been in color, haven't they?
No.
There's been
Only the
variants.
ones. I think this might be a Wilson special.
Maybe.
There's been variants. In Japan, you only have black and white photos. But here in Britain, they have color.
They have color, but not all the crime scene photos have been color.
Not all of them, no. It's kind of like
It's
a
new
cost
technology.
thing, I guess. Yeah, it's a cost issue.
I think it's all been like things relating to Iris have had color because
I swear the pictures. Yeah, I swear the pictures that we got for the last case were in color.
No,
Yeah,
not the
all
one.
the pictures in court cases have been in color.
Oh, no,
except
those
for
were
the
in color.
first
Yeah,
case.
there just
The
wasn't
first
a
case
lot
was
of it.
black and white pictures. Yeah.
Anyway, don't bother coming again. Bye.
Yeah, because the lady with the green coat. It was definitely a green coat in the picture.
Oh, yeah.
And it was
sure.
a red book.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Ginny.
There we
Wait.
go.
Sorry, excuse me?
Loop.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
And it's the 3 golden bells.
Well, it's the redemption ticket, I believe.
Balls, not bells, I meant.
Did Phil leave, by the way? Yes, he did.
Seems he may have stepped away for a moment.
Yes, he did say he.
Date deposited 13th February, 9 p.m. Article deposited 1 small box.
10 shillings for a small box, huh?
Didn't we...
It's a lot.
I was gonna say, wait, wasn't there a comment about depositing a box and getting 10 shillings? I have this...
This could be the manuscript.
Oh yeah, because
I
it was the
don't- I don't know.
contents. There was a comment about like, oh no, it's not the box that's the important thing. It's that what's inside of the box.
Oh yeah, this Jones deposited it.
Yeah. What's the over
Well,
under
there's no
that
name on
Sholmes
this
sent
picture.
Gina there to pick it up to begin with?
before anybody else saw. Again, I'm missing a lot of context since I missed the tail end of last session, but
Low because Gina does not trust Sholmes at all.
And they had a fight.
Well,
Sholmes-
the situation is that Gina thinks that Sholmes must have gotten rid of the manuscript altogether instead of depositing it in the pawnbroker and sold it for money.
Yeah, she was trying to convince Iris that because he's an adult, he's
Yeah.
a piece of shit and was just selling it
Yeah.
for money.
Sholmes claims that he put it in the pawnbroker as safekeeping because that's the safest place he can imagine.
Well, that's
What's
what Iris says
debatable,
that
but that's
Sholmes
what he
claimed.
says.
Sholmes has not said crap to us because he doesn't want anybody to know about this manuscript.
What's
Yeah, the
the
manuscript is-
over-under that this was not actually in the pocket, but it was something that she just nicked off of Holmes and gave to you guys? And was like,
Well,
yeah,
she's
no,
the
this
biggest
is
liar of the
totally
lot,
gonna-"
that's according to herself.
Yeah.
So if she's the biggest liar of the lot, then claiming she's a liar must mean that she's honest. So she must not be lying. By that logic.
Oh God, no, we're not doing this freaking.
And you can always trust a dishonest man to be dishonest.
I'm just trolling.
I'm just because I just have this memory of going to give a box, and it's like, oh, this box isn't much, and it's like, no, it's what's inside of the box that matters. I just
Possible.
have that memory of something coming up party.
See, these tickets are anonymous though, so the ticket wouldn't say who deposited this.
Right.
But they do have dates. So
They have dates.
we're in April right now, right?
April 16th is today.
Yep.
And
Okay.
yesterday was the day that the trench coat was going to expire, the redemption deadline. That was April 15th.
Okay, so this
This
one
was
has...
April 13th, the redemption deadline. It's a different item.
Okay, so whatever this box was... Okay, so that would actually make sense if he had just renewed the redemption, or he just renewed the pawn on it.
Yeah.
Like he just took it back and then put it back in.
It's a redemption puzzle is what it is.
I guess someone just take over for Iris.
Yeah, I can. I've also been voicing a little girl as Patrick Warburton recently, so.
All right.
Let's do it.
Yep, never mind. Phil's back.
Oh,
Kinda, yeah.
Just in
I just
time.
got a nosebleed. All of a sudden.
oh god, everything all right?
Yeah,
I
you
just-
need to.
I think it's calmed down.
All right.
Just one of those
No worries.
spontaneous
Yeah,
nosebleeds.
no, I don't know. Like, I got one last night when I was streaming Guilty Gear 2, just out of nowhere. I don't know what's going on. I don't usually get nosebleeds.
It's the Totsugekis.
Look at the back of this print here. There's something written on it.
That's me. 13th February, 9 p.m. Article deposited, one small box. Loan amount paid, 10 shillings. Redemption deadline, 13th April, 9 p.m.
So this photographic print is a redemption ticket.
13th February, that could be significant. Just 2 days before the murder on the omnibus, wasn't it? Maybe I'm getting psychic powers? Ah, man, that'd be neat. It seems to just be nosebleeds, though.
Well, if you tried moving things,
No.
Not with your hands, should specify.
go talk to animals. Try to cast speak with animals.
Yeah.
Small box. That doesn't tell us much about it, does it?
Rudo, if Mr. McGilded still had the ticket, presumably he never redeemed the article. So do you think the box might still be present somewhere in the shop?
Yes. If it's something Mr. McGilded deposited, we need to investigate. Yeah, let's just
Oh, this was on the back
go
of
to the redemption
the...
crime scene and steal
Was
a
this,
box.
was this on the back of the photo?
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah. The moment we got access to it. Alright.
What if you present it to her?
Well, let's present it. Here, Gina, look at this.
No, Top.
I wasn't saying you could have it.
Oh, weren't you? Well, when someone says I can't have stuff, it makes me want it, see? So you better hand it over now.
No, I'm not giving this to you.
I thought this would be funny.
I'll just turn my webcam off for a moment, just to check.
Let's just mosey on into the active crime scene.
And find a small box.
Look at this I Spy gallery of items. Which
I
one
see
could
it
it possibly
literally
be?
right there, and it is also a music box. Right dead in the center, underneath the thing. Or on top of the red triangle napkin.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah,
Yep,
that is a box.
that is in fact a music box.
Wait.
Also, a lot of blood got on the calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yup.
just the stomping. He was just playing some Kingdom Hearts.
This is where it happened then. Last night.
That's right. The gang of two thugs I told you about were obviously ransacking the place looking for valuables.
But apart from the policeman in here, you wouldn't know anything had happened. There's no sign of disturbance. I mean, what is there? Blood on the calendar? Something shattered by the desk? I don't see anything like that.
No, you're 100% right about that, actually.
In fact, if anyone, it's the police who seem to be the ones doing the ransacking. They put the blood in the shattered things everywhere.
They're like a gang of organized criminals, all dressed in black. Hey, Cab, am I right, Iris?
Oh my god.
Why are we
I
getting
think this
so
is
real?
Gregson.
Oh, great. Oh, wait. I had that.
Phil, since you got Iris in the scene, you want me to let?
Yeah.
Yeah,
let me
sure.
do
Yeah,
Gregson
yeah.
for
Gives
this
me
one,
gives me
and
a
then
chance.
I'll-
Gives me a chance to go check my nose real quick too.
You're gonna be
Gotcha.
talking to yourself
All right.
a lot, Phil,
Yep,
if you
I
do
can-
both of these.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can. While Phil's away, I can also cover
Okay.
Iris.
I will
but
be.
with
I will be
Phil-
back shortly.
When you
Yes,
return,
definitely
Phil. I
check
will
your-
hand her
check your
back
nose.
over.
Oh, Inspector, good morning.
Here, I suppose I ought to thank you for your vigilance last night. We got this scene before it was disturbed, at least.
Absolutely did not forget your name, Inspector, yeah.
I'm gonna hit you with
Inspector.
my chippies if you don't say my name. Anyway, shame you let the two rogues get away, mind.
Thugs.
The gang of them.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, right. I thought you'd assign extra men to be around here, Greg, see?
You want me to help you? Or
That's fine, Dom. I got it. I got it for now. This is probably gonna, after this scene, I'm probably gonna go to bed anyway, so I don't mind having multiple voices for the time being. Now, look what's happened. Hurley's been injured because there weren't enough police on duty. Ellipses. Oh! Your ladyship! No one told me you were coming.
Oh, that.
Oh, that's
actually
right.
has
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
relationship with Iris.
I expect you to take full responsibility for what happened to Hurley and see he has the very best medical care.
It's slowly dipping a little into Solid Snake, and I
Yeah,
kind
it
of
does,
like it.
and my Warburton gun's a little sticky, I'm not gonna lie.
It's alright.
Metal Gear.
Yeah.
You good, Phil, by the way?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
that's the
you
wrong.
back?
That's the wrong webcam. There we go. That's the
Okay.
webcam.
The one and true webcam.
I need to turn the Yeah, turn the low light compensation off. There we go. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good now.
Let us know how you're doing, by the way, because it's not going to be a particularly long stream anyway.
Who? Me?
Yes.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
one
no.
who's bleeding.
Well, no, I'm not. It's not. It's done. It's pretty much done now. Like, you know, a little bit of blood. It's fine.
Did a gang of 2 thugs shoot you in the nose?
They might have. Yeah.
What's your ship? The very best doctors in the capital are attending to him as we speak.
I don't think. Yeah. Jeez. Need to get back into it. I don't think it's Runo's fault that the rogues managed to get away, is it? Chasing criminals is the police's job.
What's a line to get into the Warburton Iris voice?
The poison for Cusco.
There we go.
It's poison.
The poison for her.
Spinach puffs.
There you go.
Absolutely, your ladyship. As you say, ma'am, as you say.
He actually took his hat off.
Yeah, wow. I don't think we've seen him with his hat off yet.
I'm pretty sure this is the first time they have a proper interaction in person with each other.
Yeah.
Every time I see Gregson, all I see is like a slightly older Luigi.
Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah.
He is.
Also, Smash. Haven't seen his hair
Smash.
yet. His hair is very good.
Yeah.
It's well groomed for being under a hat all day.
As someone who wears a hat as part of their job, it's shockingly well groomed.
Yeah.
The gent in black is totally blameless. Everyone's in agreement about that.
For
Would
once.
you believe it?
For once, you're innocent.
Wow.
It's like a completely different person with Iris. Talk about a personality change.
Well, me manners, you thirsty, your ladyship?
Wow. Oh my
I'd
god.
like some juice. Some nice, refreshing fruit juice.
Wow. Oh, why? Are you thirsty, Grexy? I have some of my special herbal tea with me if you'd like some.
Oh, lovely. It's very much. Really hit the spot, your ladyship.
Don't even recognize him like this.
Oh, you see, my voice does change quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gregson has a range when you really get down to it.
He ranges from, like, hard-nosed police inspector to tier 3 sub. So, how's the investigation going, Inspector?
Nothing to tell, really. Very simple case, this. There's some very definitive evidence. They're just about to charge that driver with we read last night, in fact.
Diver.
Oh,
Gina,
right.
you're
Can't
gonna
read.
charge her?
Yeah, Divergent's big bucket.
It's what? I should be able to bring her before the judge at the Bailey tomorrow.
Ah, the Bailey. Definitive evidence, you say? What is it? Come on. Show me.
Your ladyship is, as much as I wish that I could oblige you, I'm afraid.
Don't make me use my goggle laser beams. I see. You've already captured the pair of thugs who broke in here last night, have you?
What the?
And you're going to put them on the stand as witnesses, are you?
What a brilliant idea. Put the 2 people who clearly shot Sholmes there to just be like, yeah, and this is why we couldn't have shot Winterbank.
Mm. Oh my god.
The tough one.
Oh, how could you? How? How could you possibly know that?
I had a feeling. That's all.
Reminds me never to try and keep a secret from Iris.
But you already are.
True. So you've arrested the 2 men who shot Mr. Sholmes, have you?
Remind me to have not done that in the past.
Well, yes. They were rounded up pretty quickly by the lads on the beat.
And Miss Lestrade is being held at the prison.
She should be. It's assuming she hasn't lifted the key from the jailer, of course.
Well, she didn't seem to have when we were there, but that could change.
You could steal your armband from the bars, so she could probably do it.
Mm.
Can you tell me anything about Mr. Sholmes? What's his condition?
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential.
Well, I know he's being operated on at St. Sinners. Why can't I see him? I'm family, you know.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, your ladyship. Out of the hospital's policy, no visiting at all.
Oh,
You know, Sinners doesn't sound like a nice place.
mm.
The bullet must have hit an artery in his midriff. He's lost a fair bit of blood.
Oh no.
As I said prior, I am still slowly dying. It ain't seemed too bad in the first hour or so. But a hemorrhage like that is enough to make even the one and only Sholmes pipe down. Never!
No.
Man.
Someone bring me my caramel.
I just need some caramel. Slap it on the wound.
Rub it into the wound.
Oh man, that's funny.
It takes the shape. It'll replace me. It'll become 7% caramel. Mr. Sholmes is a human like the rest of us, you know?
Well, anyway, he's having emergency surgery right now. We've got to stop that bleeding. That bleeding.
But
Yeah, bloody bleeding.
he will be alright, won't he? I'll be able to make him better.
Well, of course, your ladyship will be as right as rain before you know it.
Really? How do you know?
How do I know? Well, because, of course. Yes, because Mr. Sholmes is such a great detective, that's why.
Better pray the doctors have a better grasp of what's needed to make someone well again.
Nah.
Oh dear. Please don't die early.
Slowly, very slowly. I'll report to your ladyship the moment I hear he's out of the operating theatre.
I couldn't help noticing, Inspector.
What? Out with it, sunshine.
Well, there seems to be a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris.
What's your sauce, Sonny? I'm a copper, and we don't go in for favoritism.
But he's right. You do treat us differently.
It's because of those adventures of Sherlock Holmes stories. That's why.
Oh,
Crop 'em up in 'em, don't I, Inspector Tobias Gregson?
Oh, well, yes. Because you're an acquaintance of Hurley's.
did you write about the Inspector, Iris?
I don't remember, really.
Here's one of Sholmes' lines. Gregson is the smartest of Scotland Yarders, is how he put it.
I feel like was meant more as a dig
Hmm.
than an actual, like, I
Yeah.
feel like that was meant to be a dig. Being
Yeah.
like, this idiot's
Oh.
the smartest of them.
This idiot is the smartest idiot.
Idiots is still the smartest idiot.
Oh, did I write that?
And you know what that one line did for me, eh? The very next month, my pay doubled. Doubled, I tell you.
Wow.
Nice.
That's amazing, actually.
All because of everyone at the yard reads them. They'll read all of Sherlock Holmes stories. I've even set up a fan club for me.
Of course, that explains everything. It was around that time that you became such a toady to me.
Hang on. Hang on now, that don't seem quite right. Can you blame me? All it'd take is one bad word from you and Sholmes could change his tune about me.
Oh, so this is all artifice right now.
Yeah.
Basically.
Wow.
Gregson, no, a great detective will say, he's getting quite overrated these days. And what would happen to my salary if that came out in print, eh? Oh, that gives me the willies. I can't tell you how many nights of sleep I've lost worrying about.
You know, it's interesting how Gina told you not to trust adults. And now we see Gregson blatantly licking Iris's boots for money.
Nope.
Oh man.
I think he did say something like that previously, but I
You
don't.
mentioned that in case 3 or 4, I can't remember.
I don't think that they're entirely exclusive from each other. That would never happen, Greg. See?
Every month when the new Rants magazine comes out, my hands are trembling as I turn the pages.
No. Oh, how awful for you. Here, have some of my tea to settle your nerves.
There has to be some type of opium in this here tea. Oh, Averley. Very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship.
Total.
What?
Oh my god.
Huh?
Terrible pun, you see. Oh, yeah, it's something I was supposed to talk to you about, actually, Mr. Naruhodo.
Is it?
I've got an important message for you. Oh, Queen forgot about it until now.
An important message? I wonder what it could be.
Whatever could it be?
Wonder.
Are you going to give me an important massage, Inspector?
Yeah, it's about that young lady who's normally by your side, your assistant.
Dear Susie, is she alright?
No, she too actually got shot. She's
Shit.
at the station, isn't she? Being questioned, I believe.
In question, dude.
Oh, right. Sorry. Thought I saw the mustache move. I think it might have been him biting the fucking chips again.
Probably.
Nope, not anymore. She had head off.
Head off? Where?
Old Strong Arts office, of course.
Oh, right.
Summoned her.
That's right, he
Yeah, that's all
did.
Yes, that was the thing she was being cagey about. She got a letter at the beginning of the case
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Strongheart.
the telegram at the start, if you remember.
Yeah.
And she says she has no idea what it's about. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
You do not hide that from people. You say, hey, what the fuck does Lord Strongheart want with me? Ah, yes, of course, I'd forgotten about that.
One of the whipstocks took her there in the yard carriage after we'd finished questioning her. But she asked us to tell you she didn't have the fare for the return journey and to go and meet her there. She's got a nerve using Scotland Yard as a blooming messaging service.
Hey, well, thanks for passing that on, Inspector.
Why did Susie have to... Jeez, what?
How did
to go
Susie
to
have a
see.
stroke?
I really had trouble with the to go to see. I just wanted to say to go see, not to go to
That's
see.
fair.
It's because
I
it's a
see.
word sandwiched between the same two words.
Yeah.
Why did Susie have to go to see the Lord Chief Justice?
She didn't tell me. No one does.
No one tells me anything.
And sometimes when they say they're gonna tell me, they die.
That's true. It happens so often. You'd think we'd learn by now.
But I'd better head over to the Lord Chief Justice's office to fetch her straight away.
Well,
I should do that, but first I really do need to look at that giant blood stain.
Oh,
Yeah,
and now
why
the
not?
guy's covering over the box. I'm pretty sure that's the box.
Oh, I think we can't investigate. Yeah,
Boy!
it's gonna be one.
What do you think you're doing, Sunshine? You can't touch anything in here.
God damn it!
Oh, but we were hoping to investigate.
That ain't your job, Sunshine. This is a crime scene for Pete's sake. No touching.
Although there is
What's the
another
problem,
smaller
Greg C? Runo's a lawyer, you know that. What was that, Caroline?
There's another smaller box that also looks like a music box
Mm.
as well.
oh, you mean the one under the thinker? Or
Yeah.
I'm ever so sorry, your ladyship. Ever so sorry. The rules and regulations are a thorn in my side. Of course, if Mr. Naruto was to have been properly appointed by the accused, that'd be another matter.
Aha!
Use.
If you can show me some representation papers, I'd be only too happy to let you nose around.
Gregson is edging a little too happy mask salesman for me.
Yep, yep.
You
That's-
met with a terrible fate, haven't you?
Did you hear that, Runo? You need Jenny to sign some representation papers.
That'll go well.
It looks like stop doing that.
Stop dancing!
Oh, I will.
Looks like presenting the detective here with the correct paperwork is the only way to stop him from doing this.
Alright. Well, what's next?
Well, there's a new location. Or we could go back to the prison, maybe. But I don't know if we'll get anything out of...
Pick up Susato.
Yeah.
Alright, on that note, I am going to head out for the night, I believe.
Alrighty.
Corbin,
Alrighty.
Sounds
Alright.
good.
Good night,
All
Corbin.
right. Farewell, friends.
Nighty night.
Good night.
Yeah, I don't know how
I
much
gotta
longer
remember.
we'll go either, but let's see what Susie's
Yeah,
up
yeah,
to.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good to keep
I'm-
going.
I gotta remember Strongheart's voice now.
Before
It's been a
this
while.
happens, I'm gonna make a prediction.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Called shot.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say it has something to do with the fact that she is a woman as a legal assistant, because that briefly came up way earlier, and it hasn't come up at all since.
Interesting.
And I feel like
Maybe.
it might come up again. I don't know.
I'd
We'll see.
forgotten that was even brought up in the first place.
It could be nothing,
Prediction
but I just
noted.
wanted to put my prediction out there. I feel like all the times I do put my predictions out there, they're always wrong, and the ones I keep internal are always right. I'm like,
It's probably something, at least.
Let's
See,
find
you
out.
just need to be like me and say every prediction that comes to mind. That way you'll land something eventually.
That's true.
Ching.
Yes. Yes!
Yes!
No matter how many times I come here, I always get the same sense of oppressiveness somehow. Maybe it's the 7-foot-tall suits of armor.
Even Iris can read your thoughts.
I mean, everybody can. Do you think the place is oppressive? I think it's normal.
Yeah, but Iris probably has an invention that reads people's thoughts and is shaped like a gun.
How did you know that?
How so?
I mean, look at that suit of armor over there. You can't take that seriously, can you?
thinks the same about you.
It's a suit of armor.
So everything's clear with regard to tomorrow's arrangements, I trust.
I assume this is
Probably
Susato.
Susato. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, this is actually the first time we're getting a perspective for how big these suits of armor are.
Yeah, it seems like they're about Strongheart's size.
Yeah, they're about Strongheart
Suits of
size.
armor are not weird. That chair is absolutely ginormous.
Yeah.
It's pretty huge.
That chair, he's going to, like, if you just scale him back, he's probably as tall as the desk.
Yeah, the candlesticks are pretty big too.
I mean, that's fine.
think
He's
it's a
sitting in
little
a
forced
20-foot tall
perspective.
chair.
This perspective is a little forced. I don't think it's proportional.
Yeah, no, yeah, probably not.
And also in general in these games, in Ace Attorney games, and this has happened to us before in this game where we see something, we're like, that's huge or that's tiny, and then we like see it in scale with something else, and we're like, that is not the same scale
Yeah.
as it was in.
Yeah, it does
I
happen
guess we're
sometimes.
also seeing it in glorious 1080p.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
There they are, Susato-san and Lord Strongheart.
I wonder what they're talking about. They both look very serious.
Rudo, I'm giant. Do you think I could crush them with my fingers?
Just look, let me watch as I reach out.
Very good. There is nothing further to discuss. You may return to your lodgings. No doubt you have much to do in preparation for your return to your homeland.
What did he just say? Your return to your homeland? Susato-san.
Oh. Oh, the doves. Oh, Mr. Naruhodo.
I'm sorry, did I just press the John Woo button? What's all that about?
Ah, Mr. Naruhodo. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to collect your colleague.
Some alliteration right there.
Yeah, it took me a second.
What's this all about? Why were you talking about Miss Susato's return to her homeland? And tomorrow?
Tomorrow? What about Ginny's trial?
You mean she's been formally charged now? Oh dear.
Sad ellipses.
Miss Susato, what's all this about?
Oh, please don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruhodo. It's only me going back to Japan. Your life here can...
That's not what I asked!
Rude.
What happened? Why are you leaving?
It's my father. He's fallen ill.
Oh.
But your father has the whole world to see.
Oh no.
Professor Mikoto da?
Remember this
Oh,
guy?
right, this guy. Yeah.
It's been a while.
I was trying to remember what he looked like.
I can't even remember what he sounded like,
Yeah,
so
I
I'll
don't
just skip through this.
Yeah, I mean, you've read this
We've all
dialogue
seen
before.
it before.
This
yeah.
is just the first chapter when
Mhm.
when you were introduced.
Also, Smash.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yuji Mikoto is pretty good looking.
Yeah.
We received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news.
Days ago, father collapsed with a fever. The cause is apparently unknown.
Oh, jeez.
And it seems he grows weaker day by day.
I don't believe it.
As you are aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital, Tokyo, takes some 50 days. I thought it would be prudent to hasten Miss Susato's departure as much as possible.
That's not suspicious in the slightest. Yes, absolutely. You really bursting out of that vest.
It is tailored to perfection.
There's people who are barrel chested, and then there are people whose chests look like two barrels strapped together.
I'll leave London first thing tomorrow morning.
I can't believe this is happening. All my friends have been shot, or sent home, or arrested.
Also, Susato's
so good.
kind of been really important in all of your successes.
Yep.
Actually, no, literally every single one of Ryunosuke's friends and acquaintances, except for Iris, is been hospitalized, sent to back to Japan, or arrested.
Yep.
Yeah. It's brutal, isn't it?
Yeah.
The only ally you have is the 10-year-old.
Yep.
Yeah. With a PhD, mind you.
So, Gina's been charged. She'll have to appear in court.
Yes, she was formally charged a few hours ago, and the date the trial's already been set for tomorrow.
No, not even 24 hours later.
Gina. Ah, the Lestrade girl and the murder of the Baker Street pawnbroker, yes.
Innocent until proven guilty, Dick.
An all too conspicuous case. The pickpocket was clearly disturbed mid-robbery and shot the man in a panic. No, the yard is overstretched as it is, without wasting time on these open and shut cases.
It's not wasting time. Jenny would never do something like that.
Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, yes, Lord Strongheart?
In deference of your fine services to date, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence.
If she says anything again, I will cane her to death.
Holy shit.
But I have no recollection of admitting a child into my office. Leave. Now.
Gasp.
Of course, Lord Strongheart.
Criminals will tell the most palpable lies in order to evade justice. The police can ill afford the time it takes to unravel all their untruths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. We have far more serious matters with which to contend.
Serious matters? Didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday?
Yeah, Inspector Gregson made a similar remark yesterday.
It's no concern of yours, though I'm sure I need not remind you of that. "3 minutes precisely until my next meeting. You must excuse me."
There's just one more thing, Lord Strongheart.
Which is?
It's Miss Lestrade's trial. I wonder if you might permit me to defend her.
A timely suggestion.
Sorry?
The girl currently has no representation.
But that's not fair. Yes, she may be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial.
What was stated?
Do not misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides for those too poor to afford representation with a public defender. The accused need only sign the relevant paperwork, and a defense barrister will be assigned to the case. However, the young girl in question has refused that right.
Why would she do that? I just talked to her.
Question you would do well to direct at Miss Lestrade.
Already did, actually, but...
You'll find her at the local prison.
I don't even know where that is. I've never been.
Never been there even once.
What's a person?
I think it's time to insist on Gina, because she keeps
Yeah.
pushing you back, and you gotta help your friend, even if they don't want the help.
Yes, thank you.
It's time I was leaving. Good day to you.
What a day. Gina charged with murder, Susato-san's about to leave, Ariel Aries is playing Apex Legends.
Come, Mr. Naruhodo. Iris, we must make haste.
But, Susie, you're leaving for Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Don't you have packing and things to do?
As Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, my personal circumstances are of no consequence. My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can.
Thank you, Miss Susato. It's a very pensive look.
I think we ought to visit Gina first. In any case, I should like to wish her well before I leave.
Yes. That sounds like a good idea. Let's go.
If I'm honest, this has completely thrown me off. I just have to do what I can. As a lawyer.
As a lawyer.
As a law person.
As a liar.
Wow, this is a loud office when no one's talking.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
in
ticks
reality,
real
it
loud.
would be.
This is an awful place for an office.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a giant clock. It has to tick.
I'm just itching to dismantle that huge clock.
Jesus Christ. I never want to see Tobias Gregson do the animation in Lord Strongheart's office.
It's too coincidental, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. It's me. Oh.
It's okay. You only need to do one of the letters.
Yeah.
Hello again, Gina.
Gone
Please don't.
immediately.
not this again. Come on.
What are you lot here for, then?
To have that muzzle of that grenade launcher shoved in our faces yet again, obviously.
I think I need to improve the way you load ammunition into that thing, don't I?
It is pretty clunky.
Yeah.
Right.
There's something about the angle of how Susato's looking right now.
Yes.
Look. You can come as many times as you like, but I ain't got nothing more to say to you.
There's so many advancements in how Ace Attorney stages all the characters. It's really weird to me that they dropped all of this in Spirit of Justice.
Oh yeah?
Because that game came out after this.
Huh.
Oh, you mean they didn't do it?
Yeah, in the main series games, they never added any of this stuff they came up with.
Oh, I see. Well, I haven't experienced for that. I actually saw a mini documentary about it. It turns out that the original creator of Ace Attorney was not involved in Spirit of Justice and Dual Destinies.
Yeah, no, that
It
was the team
team.
for... Yeah, it was the B team for the Miles Edgeworth games.
Yeah, when that was happening, he was working on the Layton crossover game and some other titles as a writer. And then he brought that experience for this game when they brought him back. So,
even then, I'm just talking about the idea of having people talk sideways at each other.
Yeah, he probably brought that over from his experience with the Layton games, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, they're aware the game exists. They can just do it. They can copy this technology. There are literally parts where it would have made sense.
They're too busy crunching for that,
Yeah.
I would imagine. I don't think the developers have much of a life outside of their work.
Gina, I wonder if you might hear me out. There's something I'd like to say. Well, I'm sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell.
Yeah, it could
I'm
also
swapping between these voices.
it could also be a parallel development thing.
Farewell. Tomorrow, I must begin my journey back home to Japan. I fear we may never meet again. Oh, right. I've had the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I have so many wonderful memories. And yet, as things stand now, it will be a glum parting indeed, for Iris is so miserable.
God, this theme is so good.
Really good theme.
Susie.
Well, that ain't none of my business. Both Iris and Mr. Naruhodo believe you to be innocent, Gina. They've put their faith in you. But somehow you can't find it in your heart to put your faith in them. Yeah, that's right, I can't. What of it? It grieves me greatly to have to say goodbye to my friends when they are so clearly unhappy. Wow, you are so good at manipulating people.
Holy shit.
Because of you.
Holy shit, Susato.
I love Susato.
She's great.
Oh.
Wow.
She's like, I have this plan. I'm gonna do it.
Ah,
It's
she won't
like-
she won't let you be defense lawyer for her, huh? Just wait until I'm done with her.
Basically.
I was going to say, of all the characters, I don't know how to put it other than she feels like very Japanese.
Oh yeah.
More so than
She's the
any of the other
definition of a
Japanese
refined
characters.
lady.
Yeah.
There's this sort of like quiet, polite, passive aggression.
Yep.
Well, it's my fault. Yes. So, I have one final request, Gina, before our paths never cross again. Right here and now, I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith they've invested in you. Oh,
Damn.
only by doing that will you truly be as alone as you claim to be.
She turns away smiling. She's so proud of what she's done.
Iris is just like, holy shit!
Yeah.
What are you talking about? What do you expect me to do, eh? You've told us that everyone lies. So prove it by admitting one of your own untruths.
Oh, that what about
You're
what
in
you
shock.
said? What about what you said before, Jenny? You said something about unforgivable lies.
You must tell Mr. Naruhodo and Iris the truth now.
How many layers of finesse is this? Like,
At least 3.
does she? Is she not only trying to finesse her to get her to like, claim us as counsel, but also she specifically wants to know this piece of information because it's about McGilded?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's that, and also trying to gain her trust will lead to the rest to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, this is like multiple layers of finesse. She's like, wait, I think I can also get her to admit a thing here.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Susato is actually really clever.
Oh, yeah.
That is my last request before I leave. My last request as a judicial assistant. No, I can't.
Whatever these lies are, they're obviously weighing very heavily on Gina's mind. Gina, I could be wrong, but is it something to do with what happened 2 months ago? Something about that trial? The one in which Magnus McGilded was acquitted? And then he was aflamed?
Yes, he was aflamed. He was fired, you could say. Oh, I'm just kidding.
The case of that mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus. You were called as a witness by the prosecution. Is that what this is all about?
Yeah, you're right. Because in that trial...
Just fun note, this track right now is called Tell the Truth.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's the pressure song.
I lied. I lied like you wouldn't believe.
Will you tell us about it now?
Time to learn the truth about that trial.
Dun dun dun.
Like you said, it all happened 2 months ago. The coppers got all of me and shoved me to the witness stand.
Based on your testimony, Mr. McGilded was declared innocent.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I lied about the whole bunch of stuff.
I knew it.
What sort of things did you lie about? I was hiding on the seat that night. That was the truth. It was pitch black in that little cubbyhole. I couldn't see a thing. And then I heard that loud thud like somebody falling on the floor.
And that's when Mr. McGilded discovered you.
Yeah. Pulled me out from under the seat and sat me next to the dead man.
Oh, jeez.
There weren't much light to see by, but when I looked up, me hands and I... Wow, but there weren't much light to see by, but when I looked at me hands, I had Cove's blood all over them. I was so scared I couldn't even speak.
You had his blood in your hands? In other words, it was Gina that the witnesses saw on the roof deck. It was Gina that the witnesses on the roof deck saw through the skylight.
Yeah. They saw a person with their hands bloodied.
Mm-hmm.
Then Mr. McGilded started asking you questions, I suppose. Who you were and why you were hiding under the seat. Yeah, he did, only that's not all.
What do you mean?
I mean, he threatened me.
Threatened you how?
He made me swear about what I'd seen and what I'd heard. And about what I was gonna do after the Cove was found dead. He made me swear that I wouldn't tell no one about any of it. If I did that, he said he'd let me scarper before the coppers showed up.
Gina, you must tell me what he swore you to secrecy about. What you saw, what you heard, everything.
Yeah, I mean, he's dead now. Who gives a shit?
That's true. Except
You
for
saw
not meeting the
what you
person.
heard, everything.
Yeah.
You said Mr. McGilded made you swear not to tell anybody what you saw. But you were in the pitch black compartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you?
Yeah, with Mr. McGilded sitting above your head, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's true, but it was when I heard the thud above the cove hitting the floor, I let out a scream, you see. Couldn't help it. And Mr. McGilded heard and dragged me out by my arm, and that's when I saw it. It was on the floor next to the old geezer where I had been stabbed. A disc, all white and shiny. A disc.
Do you mean...
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's it. The one with the one what the D took off me at Winterbeck's.
Oh yeah, it's all come together now.
So the music box was there on the floor of the omnibus.
Lost disc.
Not for long, McGilda spotted it straight away. He picked it up smartish and stuffed it inside his pocket.
So that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago at the scene of Mr. Mason's murder.
And the bog trotter told me.
Is this why the whole bus was taken? And put inside the... I feel like
Well, the
there's
bus
a
was
reason
taken
why
because it was the crime scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
And they
not...
figured it was easier to bring it in than to take everybody to it.
Yeah, but normally you don't need to bring the crime scene or take people to it in a trial at all.
Well, it just so happens it is also a piece of evidence.
Right.
Fair.
I want to mutter a word of it to no one. Because it was so dark under the seat in the cab. I was straining my ears the whole time. After a while, I heard the door and footsteps inside the cab.
Presumably that was Mr. McGilded getting on board.
Nah, not only him,
Oh,
because I could definitely make out the footsteps of 2 people.
The fair.
In that case, it would seem likely that it was Mr. McGilded and the victim.
Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason.
In his testimony during the trial, Mr. McGilded claimed he slept during the carriage ride.
Oh, okay.
Shay.
Yada yada yada. Lucky Charms.
Stay away from me, Lucky Charms.
And your own testimony, Gina, supported this. Wop, 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 wop.
Oh!
Yeah, that wasn't exactly true. Neither of them was asleep.
Neither of
I
them.
could hear them talking the whole time in low voices.
What? What were they talking about in low voices?
Sorry, I don't know. The sound of horses and the wheels was too loud. But that still tells us something. Mr. McGilded and the victim knew each other.
Well, we already knew that.
So McGilded was lying, as I suspected. Well, okay, we knew that he owed... Did the Mason owe him money?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's necessarily the same thing as, like, getting onto the bus together and talking.
Well, yeah, I guess
No,
so.
I
I guess so. I guess we didn't know that they,
He was
like...
in the ledger.
I guess we didn't know that they knew each other more than in passing.
See, I think McGilded claimed that he knew him from a loan,
Yeah.
but
Right.
he wasn't in the ledger for the loans.
That's right, he wasn't.
Right.
It's possible
That
that,
was-
he lied about that, but I don't recall clearly enough.
I
This
think
is
that was a
something I
claim
need
that
to Google.
McGilded made,
Yeah.
and it incriminated him a little bit.
Was he not in
Yeah.
the ledger? Thought he had been.
I think the only person we found was Fairplay in the ledger that was relevant.
Right.
Oh.
I knew it wasn't going to take me long before someone raised the alarm that the bloke had been killed. Yeah, you were quite right. The other passengers on the roof deck noticed very quickly. So when the cab came to a stop, McGill told me that I'm to the back under the seat again. I climbed in and waited. The 2 coves from up top ran off to get the coppers.
Yes, Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First. That name Lady First is still not come into play at any point.
Right. And after they've gone, McGilded asked the driver to do him a favor.
Hey, whatever happened to the Shakespeare guy who lives on the first floor?
He'll probably come back.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you remember him.
It's a very weird thing that happened and never was remarked upon
Do you
again.
want me to leave it unclear, or?
Oh,
Oh,
definitely
yes,
unclear.
yes.
Okay. Then the
I
answer is
assume-
unclear.
It'll be very weird if we do not meet him during this trial. favor.
This is new.
Shit. Now then, fella, what I need
I was
you
gonna
to
say,
do.
well, you're Beppo, so.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
Damn
No,
it.
I was gonna
I'll
say
do it.
you
I'll
can
do it.
also let do it.
I'll do it real quick, I hope.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. Now then, fella. What I need you to do is take this coat of mine and deposit it with a nearby pawnbroker. And for your troubles, let's see now. Hey, I'll give you 10 guineas.
I knew he wasn't gonna say a single word the whole time. That's what it
I didn't
mattered.
remember, honestly.
The moment Dom started talking, I was like, Beppo's not gonna say shit. Is he?
Anyhow,
Yeah,
But hey.
Nearby pawnbroker? You mean on Baker Street?
oh shit!
funny how that works. You think he was maybe wearing this coat during the night?
Oh my god!
Yep, you got it.
I mean, didn't we already kind of figure that based on when the coat was taken to the pawn?
deposited.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know necessarily that it was. We knew it was deposited before he went on trial. But we didn't know it was the coat he was wearing when the murder happened.
And he would have been
Yeah.
in jail, presumably, so he couldn't have been the one to deposit it.
Yes, we assumed this happened before the murder had even
Yeah, we
done
didn't
it.
think there was time for it. But if
Mm.
He was
Beppo
arrested on
did
the
it,
spot.
if Beppo did it when no one was looking,
Yeah.
Right.
True.
then it's possible.
So this thing is fresh from a murder scene.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's been 2 months.
Well, true.
Coach is
As
not
fresh
up
as
to
it'll
one.
get.
Yeah, I doubt Winterbank dry cleaned it.
Yeah. And ran off to pop this coat as fast as he could.
You put on a dead man's coat that he was wearing near another dead man very quickly. Jacob. There's a lot of death on that coat.
It keeps
There's
it keeps it warm.
So there was no one left in the carriage. McGilda opened the box under the seat and let me get out of there, but not without conditions. I see.
Conditions.
Conditions.
What were Mr. McGilda's conditioners like? For letting you go free, I mean.
Not telling a soul, not for anything, about what I saw and what I've heard. And there was something else as well.
There's more?
Yeah. This is the most important thing, he said.
I'm after sending the coachman on a little errand for me, with some small change in his hand. Now then, did you hear what I asked of him? Did you see anything at all? At all?
You asked him to go pop your weasel, right?
Aye. The friend's taken me overcoat to deposit with a pawnbroker's hereabouts.
It costs 10 shillings to get someone to pop your
No,
weasel?
10 guinea.
10 guinea.
And I want you, lass, to take the redemption ticket for it. Did you understand?
Well, you want me to have the ticket?
That's right. And I'll confess it for you later, sometime within the next 2 months. You have to hang on to it until then, is that clear? And whatever you do, don't lose it.
Alright then.
And in case I might happen to be delayed at all, you have to go to the pawn shop, Windybanks, so it is, and you have to extend the loan before the 2 months is up.
Genuine question. Do you think McGilded had any sense that he was going to be murdered, or was he just worried about being arrested?
We're going to jail.
Oh, yeah. Like, he knew he was going to get arrested. Was he, like, somewhat concerned that he might actually get convicted? Or do you think there was actually a sense that somebody might try to kill him?
I personally think he was too confident to think he was gonna die.
Here's the thing. He's saying if he gets delayed, extend it because
Yeah, but he's not going to
pick it
say, if I get burned in
yeah,
the middle of the courtroom.
Sure,
I
but
know,
that's more
but
than
if he
delay,
wouldn't-
that's
if he thought he was
permanent.
I was gonna say if he thought he was going to die, he's not gonna tell you to extend the loan.
That's fair.
That's what I'm saying. He probably might have thought he would wind up in the clink and then had some way of getting out.
Right.
Yeah.
If you forget, the article would be forfeited, and any old fiend would come along and buy it.
But I ain't got that kind of brass.
Here's £5. That should be enough.
Okay.
Do we understand each other, lass? Don't try anything funny now. If you go against me...
Yeah, I'll get it.
Good. And one more thing. In a few days from now, you'll be visited by the police, I've no doubt.
Coppers?
Aye. They'll come asking you to take the stand in court, to testify as a witness. So let's just have a wee chat about that, shall we? What it is that you might say, and what it is that you don't. Yoy. Charles.
Say this. Don't say this.
Yeah.
Definitely don't say this.
What an evil bastard, am I right?
Yeah.
What an evil motherfucker.
After he'd gone over all of it, I packed it, got as far away from there as I could. He hid the bomb poker's ticket in some bushes near the scene. I went to fetch it the next day once it got dark.
McGill had planned it, and coerced Gina into giving false testimony.
But you're ready to string me up, eh? I lied in that big old courtroom, told some corkers. Thing is, he said he would make it so we wouldn't live in the East End no more. That's what he's threatening me with.
He threatened the orphans.
Oh, Iris is talking again. What a wicked man.
He knew everything, what went on in the back slums. He knew we had no one to look after us, and we was all just looking out for each other, getting by together. So you mean Mr. McGill would have, in an heartbeat, he would have, a lot of us chased out there if he'd wanted. And then, where would we have gone, eh? Nowhere, that's where. So, I didn't have no choice.
I don't think it's affecting the meaning too much, but you are saying would instead of could.
Yeah.
every time.
That's alright. I feel like it'd be hard for her to pronounce the difference anyways.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gina, for telling us everything.
But, I'm for it now, eh? Go on, admit it. You must be livid.
Well, you can make amends by doing me a simple favor.
A favor? What?
Sign the representation papers for tomorrow's trial here, here, and here. If you don't actually want me to represent you in court, you can rip it up later. But we need that paperwork or we can investigate. The police won't let us.
Yeah, I'd say don't really worry about it too much, John.
Investigate what?
Just want the framing to be good.
The scene of the incident last night. Mr. Sholmes was shot, you see.
You what?
Well, I didn't shoot him. Hurley's having a big operation right now, Ginny.
Is it bad? Is it gonna be alright? Shum's gonna be alright, right?
That's why I want to investigate, for Mr. Sholmes' sake as much as anything.
Right. So what you're saying is, if I sign that bit of paper, everyone's happy, is that it?
Something like that. Miss Suzada?
Oh, yeah, of course. I have the representation papers here.
Do we just imagine she has a satchel for all the important documents that she always has?
Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
Oh, yeah.
She has to carry them all the time.
Absolutely.
It's her duty.
I don't need anyone to stick up for me, though. No lawyers or nothing.
Poor Jenny. She seems so lonely.
There you go.
Well, at least this should mean Well, at least this should mean we can investigate the scene at Windibanks now.
Yes. And perhaps we can come back to visit Jenny when we're done there.
I feel like we finally cracked Gina. She's opened up to us at last. And now I have her representation papers. No one else knows just what a responsibility that is. Anyway, for now it means that Inspector Gregson can't stop us from investigating at Windibanks. Idiot.
Stupid.
Although something tells me he's not going to be happy about it.
Well, just have Iris tell him.
Well, if you want it to end early, this
I
would be a
was
good
gonna
spot.
I figured this would be a very good stopping point.
Didn't
know there was one-
The game agrees.
I didn't know there was going to be an actual, to be continued.
Well,
Well, there you
there's
go.
4 parts of investigation, and there's 4 parts of courtroom. I hope you're ready.
Oh boy.
Hopefully they're not. Okay, so hopefully it's like 2 and 2, and not just like 4 straight investigation parts, then 4 straight court parts.
This is the 4th investigation.
Well, yeah, we're on the 4th investigation part already.
Oh, we are. I can't.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
forget there was a whole thing about
that was the
Stradivarius Island.
yeah, that was the
Yeah.
third
Yeah.
that was the third to be continued we've gotten on this case.
Yep. And then after that, it's just trial to the end.
Right, well,
Alrighty. So
We're getting to
that's
the
that
meat.
then. That's the stream, right?
yes, that's the.
That is in fact the stream.
We're
Thank
getting
you all
to the
for joining
meat.
us.
Juicy
Mhm, mhm.
bits.
Yep. Good times. Good
Short
times.
one, but somehow more happened than in the previous couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a lot was revealed here this time. Yeah.
I can't fucking wait.
I'm excited to see where it goes.
Ooh.
I can't wait to see Herlock succumb to his injuries
Just straight up die.
off screen.
Yep.
Off screen.
Yep.
Yes.
Doesn't even get a tombstone.
All right, good.